What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Trita, and I'm back again with another video. This video is, I'm tired. I don't want to come to y'all with another story time, but it's another story time. So sorry, Mason's looking crazy. It's not even early. It's 1 something, but we kind of just got up not too long ago, and he's saying fee fi fo fum. Okay, so this story time is about my pregnancy and my relationship. Y'all, I only have 1 earring. I'm tired of coming to y'all with only 1 earring. Mason took it out last night. He always takes them out when I'm sleeping, but that's not what I came on here for. I came on here to tell you guys about my relationship when I was pregnant. Okay, I did not speak on that. I did not speak on that in my pregnancy video because I was not ready to talk about that. I wasn't ready to speak like on anything that's related to that because I was still healing from it. Oh, you're mixing. Okay, let's just get straight into it. Okay, please don't leave no negative comments in the comment section, and if you want to, I mean, go ahead. Okay. So me and Matthew's relationship when I was pregnant was very rocky. Like, it was rocky. 1, because I was pregnant, I had a lot of hormones going on, and I was really sad. During those times was probably the most hurt I've ever felt. I don't know how to start with this. Okay. So when we found out that I was pregnant, he was caring. He was there. I don't know if I mentioned that in my story. Like, he was there. I pushed him away because I didn't want anyone talking to me. I just felt so disgusted with myself. I didn't want to talk to anyone. I was so sad. I just wanted to be alone. I'm that type of person that when I get sad, I get mad, like sad. Like, I just don't want no one around me. I don't want no one talking to me. Nothing, you know? So that's what happened. And it hurt him because I was pushing him away. And after that, you know, he was hurt. And then once I started to embrace this pregnancy, like, you know, I don't know, started to embrace it more, because I didn't even fully embrace it then. I just called it baby. I cared about the life of the baby. I cared that, you know, I just wanted the baby to be born because he didn't do anything. The baby didn't do anything. So during that time, y'all, I don't even know what to say because it still hurts. After I got, you know, used to everything, he was hurt by how I treated him, because I think I did that for a good month. Like, I didn't talk to him for a good month, or probably 2 weeks, good 2 weeks, 3 weeks, around that time. And he was hurt because he was also going through his own stuff at his house. his own little demons. He was already fighting his own little demons, and he just wanted to be there for me. And I just wasn't ready to accept anyone being there for me. And he was mad. So after I started to, start talking to him, because I see all the messages that he sent me, that he snuck to send me, because he didn't have his phone at the time. So he would try and talk to me through like his mom's phone or the house phone or anything that he could use, even his computer. So he would try to talk to me, and are you pooping? He's pooping. So yeah, and all that good stuff. He didn't want to talk to me. He ignored me. It's like he was just like payback. So I got hurt by that, because when Matthew ignores people, like you will really feel like you don't even exist. And in one of his messages, he was like, I'm trying to be here for you and you won't let me. And I think that's what made me like want to go back. And then after a while, we spoke about it. I remember one time we were on the bus and I sat next to him, and then I grabbed his hand and I put it on my belly or something like that. I'm not really sure. This happened like 3 years ago. It's either he put his hand on my belly or I put his hand on my belly. And then after that, like, we just started talking after he felt my bump, because I had a little bump. So after he felt that, we started talking. Hold on. Here. Oh. After that happened, we started talking, and it was going good. Okay, we were finally communicating. We were finally, like, I finally had that person to talk to and tell my whole feelings, to tell him how I felt, finally had that person. And he also had me, and I mean, I was still hormonal, but like, it wasn't that bad. Mason! It wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. So after that, sorry y'all, a call came in. But after that, we were good. We were great. We were going good. We were just, chilling, like, really good. And then the church found out, and it was a lot going on with the church, like a lot. Like, there was a lot of talks behind my back, and my mom was hearing these talks. I wasn't hearing them. Even if I was, I really didn't care about it, because I was good. I had Matthew. My mom was there, but like not fully, because she was hurt, but she was there. She never left me. She was there. She was hurt. Let me make that clear. But she was there. She did not leave me. I had Matthew's mom. They were all hurt. Every one of my parents, both of our parents were mad hurt, mad disappointed. But they were there nonetheless. They did not leave us. Maybe emotionally at some point they did. But physically, no. They were there. He was not talking 2 seconds ago, y'all. But yeah, so after my mom was hearing all these talks about us, about me personally, because I felt like the church wasn't even talking about Matthew. Like, they never spoke about Matthew. They never spoke negatively about Matthew. And that's understandable, because if anyone knows Matthew in person, they know that his character, like, he's a good person. He's not bad. He helps out whenever. And yeah, me, however, I have attitude. I sure do. I'm stubborn at times. I'm hard-headed. So, like, you know, what are the odds? The good person getting negativity or the semi-bad person? And obviously it's a semi-bad person. So I was getting a lot of negativity, and my mom heard this, and she didn't want me in that environment. So we packed up and we left, because we weren't staying at Matthew's house anymore, obviously, because, yeah, I'm pregnant. Baby, relax, please. Just be careful, okay? Okay, here. Here. So, yeah. And, we just left. We went to West Palm to stay at my aunt's house. And, oh, shoot. We went to West Palm to stay at my aunt's house. And from there, our relationship kind of went astray. We weren't talking as much because we didn't see each other. Majority of the time that we were talking, we saw each other, and then we'd go home and we'd still talk. But it was that physical interaction that really made us stay together. He would feel my belly. We would just like talk, you know, we'd vibe. But now that we weren't seeing each other and we were only restricted to phone calls and video calls, it was really hard. Both Matthew and I are not good with long distance relationship, and I was hormonal, and living with my aunt, no negativity, because I know they only thought good, but like it was just about the baby. It wasn't really about me, like my mental health. It was really Mason, like that was it. Mason. So I felt kind of sort of alone. Yeah, I kind of sort of felt alone. Sorry. I kind of sort of felt alone when I was there. And then Matthew, when he wasn't talking, he got his stuff back and he had his game. And y'all know, I know personally, because I do play games, that when you're on the game, your mind is purely on the game. That is it. Like, it's just on the game. So, I just moved you for a reason. Just Baba. Okay. Stay right here. So, he was like, I barely spoke to him, and he just got the game too. So, you know, newbie, they just got the game. They want to try it all the time, every day, 24/7. But I wanted someone to talk to. I wanted someone to be there with me, you know? And he just wasn't really there. And I guess because I wasn't physically there, like, I don't know. So our relationship just started to get really hectic and really toxic. Like, I got into my feelings, and, you know, being hormonal, like, I did say some stuff. I sure did. I'm not gonna lie. I did say some stuff, but he also said some stuff. He said a lot of hurtful things. I said a lot of hurtful things. We said hurtful things towards each other. And it got to a point where I remember calling him like 200 times, and he would have like 200 missed calls from me. I became really obsessive. Okay, I'm trying not to cry. I became really obsessive, and I don't know. Yeah, I got really obsessive with the phone calls because I just wanted him to talk to me. I just wanted him to be there, you know. And yeah, he started to get emotionally detached. And that's when we first broke up. Or it was actually a break. We were actually on a break because I said we needed a break. So we were actually on a break. And it was just one of those arguments where I'm like, okay, let's go on a break, you know? And then, surprisingly, he agreed. And then the next day, he texted me. He was like, are you sure we're on a break? And I was like, think whatever you want to think. So I'm here thinking like we're just having... Stop, baby. All right. Yo, this is a trip. You want some? So basically, yeah, I just thought it was one of those arguments where, oh, yeah, you wanted your little space and we're still together. But it wasn't. I found it strange that he was asking me that. And I still had connections with my old school because I moved, meaning I moved school too. So I still had connections, and they were telling me that he was dating someone else. And I'm like, how is he dating someone else when we're still technically together? That's cheating. And I left it alone for a good minute because I wanted him to come to me about it. But after I kept getting phone calls and text messages and all that stuff, I was like, okay, I need to find out the truth. Because me personally, I'm not going to believe anyone unless the person themselves tells me that. And Matthew was usually the person that would be like, yeah, I did it. Like, he would admit to his faults. So I asked him, and he said, yeah, he was dating someone because he thought we broke up. And I'm like, okay, we didn't break up. We were on a break. So technically, we were still together. So, yeah, there was a whole confusion there. Fast forward, we got back together. I surprised him at his graduation. Told him I wasn't going to be able to go. And I ended up going anyways. My mom dressed me up like... That graduation looked like my graduation. I look better than everybody. I'm joking. I did, though. I wish I had a picture. I might insert a picture right here. I think I was like 4 or 5 months pregnant. 4 to 6 months pregnant here. And then afterwards, you know, we got back together. We were closer and all that stuff after he saw me. And I would go down and visit him every now and then. And then things just went crazy again. And this time I got the game. So now he has no excuse to not speak to me because I also have the game. I was really crazy. Yeah, I was crazy. But yeah, so I made sure I went on the game whenever he was online. So he has no excuse to speak to me. And then things just got like really bad. Things just got really bad, okay? And we just weren't clicking. Like, we were headbutting every single time we spoke. And again, back with the hurtful words. For me, if you provoke me, I'm gonna hit you 10 times worse. And my words are very powerful. I'm gonna find that one little thing that you're insecure about and hit you with it. And I sure did. And he made comments and I just like went off. And at that time, his mom saw what I was talking to him about, and she blocked me on everything for him because it was really messing with him. Like, he was getting really depressed. And in my head that whole time, I was like, he has no reason to get depressed. At that time, in my head, I was like, you shouldn't be depressed about anything. I'm the one that's going through everything. I'm the one that's body is changing. I'm the one that's mentally like affected with this. Mentally, physically, and emotionally affected with this. You shouldn't be going through anything. Duh. But he was going through it. You could see it in his appearance. You could see it. Like, he was definitely going through something. Yeah, she blocked me on everything, and I thought it was him, and I was just done. I called him every single curse word in the book because I was mad, hurt. I cursed him out so bad, and she was like, yeah, that's it. And then we broke up, and I wish I had the messages so y'all could see. I said some stuff, but he said some stuff too. But I said a lot of stuff. So yeah, and then we just fully broke up, like for real, for real. We for real broke up. We for real broke up. And every time we would see each other, even on the game, because we had same friends, like we had the same group of friends. That's so annoying. But yeah, we had the same group of friends. So every time I would play with them, and then he would hop on, and then they would invite him, and then we would like get into we'll get into arguments, and words would be exchanged, and that's that. Those are really hard for me, and yeah, it was really hard. And then I heard that he was dating someone else, and it was a good 2 weeks after we broke up that he started liking the other person, because I heard that he was liking the other person. And don't ask me how I got tabs. People just come to me about these stuff. Like, I don't ask them, they just come to me, okay? And when I heard that he liked someone, and I keep remembering him talking about, oh, you're it for me, you're the only one for me, and I'd never be with anyone else, I don't want to be with anyone else, and all that stuff that he said. I'm like, yo, that's all cap. You cap. That was all bull crap. You lied. Like, I lost all my trust in him that day when I heard, like, anything he said. It took a while, like, even after we got back together, which I'm gonna tell y'all later. But yeah, and the person that he liked was a close friend of mine. It was a really close friend of mine, and we were mad close. Like, I was talking to her way before he liked her. And then when I heard that he liked her, I didn't want to put a bully between our friendship, so I kept talking to her. Even though I know, like, it was hurting me. I didn't want to end our friendship because of Matthew. I didn't want to give Matthew that power over my life, you know? So I kept talking to her, and she, yeah. And then after that, they got together. They kissed. Someone told me that they kissed. I was like, okay, kissed her. Cool. None of my business. Deep down, I was mad hurt. Okay, y'all? I'm not trying to front on the camera, so let me just be frank. I was mad hurt. I think I cried that whole night. Yes, I did. I cried that whole night. And of course, I wasn't going to tell nobody. Of course, I wasn't going to tell anyone. But yeah, I did cry that whole night. And he was just living his life, and I was just over here pregnant. I mean, people liked me, but I didn't want to be with nobody. I just didn't want to be with anyone. I didn't trust boys. Then there's this one person, which happened to be the girl that he likes, brother. He came into my life, and y'all, I swear, my whole life was darkness. And he came into my life, and like, he light that junk up. It was, I don't want to cry, but I was real depressed. And I used to post a lot. Oh, nope. Not gonna happen. I used to post a lot. If anyone knew me from back then, I used to post a lot, like, about how I felt. I'd vent on, ooh, not them nigga edges. I need to stop doing that. I used to post a lot about, like, how I felt, and he would, like, respond, and he would just crack me up, say random jokes, stupid stuff, pick up lines, and he would just, like, and then we just started talking every day, and he just became my best friend. At the time, dang! Yeah, so he was just there, you know? He became my best friend. At the time, I still loved Matthew. I was still just, like, I just still thought we were going to be together. And I thought he just needed this little break. So I wasn't interested in that person. he was just my best friend. Like, I go to him about everything, how I felt. He would wake up every morning and say, good morning, beautiful. He would say, how are you doing? He would, like, just say the sweetest things. And I thought we shared mutual feelings. Like, I thought he just thought that I was his best friend. And then afterwards, when I found out that him and the girl that he liked started, like, talking, they started, like, talking, dating type talking. And it was that Friday night, and I remember, like, asking God, I was begging God, like, yo, take this feeling away from me. If you take it away from me, trust me, I can go to you fully. Like, I can go to you. I can, like, yeah. So I was like, I'll for real, like, I'm so serious. I'll do it. I'll worship you. I'll just you. It would just be you. Nobody else but you. And I cried. I let it all out. Pastor prayed for me. And this is all in youth swap. It's like a little youth ministry at my church. And I went outside. And I was wiping my eyes. And I went outside. And I saw him and the girl that he liked walking down the hall. And I was like, fuck, man, are you serious? Like, are you haunting me? Like, I really, at that point, I just didn't want anything to do with Matt. I just didn't want anything to do with him. And I got so hurt. I went outside and I just cried. I'm like, I could never get rid of this dude. Like, he's forever in my life. And then my guy best friend, he came outside and he saw me crying. He just hugged me. And I just broke down, y'all. I broke down and I told him everything. I was like, I just saw them. Like, why? I just want to be done. Oh my gosh. I can remember how I felt, y'all. And I was heavily pregnant too. Like, you could see my bump. Like, for real. You could see my bump. And I even have a picture of me and her that night. Like, I told y'all, I didn't let my relationship with Matthew get between us until later on. And I'll put it somewhere right here. And yeah, so after that, they left to go home. And after they left to go home, I don't know what happened after that. They left to go home, and I texted Matthew, and I was like, you want to stay on the phone until they, get where they're supposed to get home? I don't know what got into me that night. I think it's because I was just like, I was fed up, and I didn't have anyone to talk to, so I was like, okay, let me just talk to him. And he answered, and we were texting. And then after a while, I was like, you want to hop on the phone? And he was like, yeah, sure. Then we got on the phone, and we just started talking, and just talking, and just talking, and just talking, and talking, and talking, and talking, and talking, and talking, until literally it was the next day, and they came home. That's how long we were talking. I even fell asleep on the phone with him, and I hung up. Well, I think he hung up. I'm not really sure, because it was a long time ago. But after that, I spoke with my best friend, and he confessed it to me that, what is that? He confessed it to me that he liked me. And I'm not gonna lie, I did catch feelings for him. But I told y'all I was still, like, in love with Matthew. So I didn't want to date anyone knowing that I'm in love with him. So I took the chance of being with him because I'm like, okay, Matthew is with her. And if I really want to move on, I'm going to be with him and just fully move on. So we spoke. We just kept talking that whole time. And I don't know, every time we got off the phone, thoughts of Matthew would just appear, and I would just cry. And I would just want to stay on the phone with him forever, because when we're on the phone, I don't think about Matthew. I just think about us. Like, I think about everything that he's telling me. he was a jokester, y'all. Like, he was hella funny. So my mind was never on Matthew when we're on the phone. But when we got off the phone and when we stopped texting and when he goes to school and stuff, because I wasn't going to school at the time, I was home because I was pregnant. But yeah, and it just, sorry. Yeah, I just felt disloyal. And then he lied to me, and I just get triggered because Matthew would lie to me and say that he's doing other stuff, but he's not. So I got triggered, and it was like, yeah, no, you're gonna lie to me? No. And it was his first time, I think, lying to me. And I was like, yeah, it's not gonna work. And after that, we just stopped talking. And then fast forward to when it was I think it was my apostle's birthday, and she had like a whole banquet, and I remember talking to Matthew that day. That was the first time I talked to him, and he just seemed so like cocky, like you know. But he was like a cute kind of I don't know. I was really hormonal, y'all. So I was so confused. And I remember that day afterwards, and then it was a Friday, he spoke to me, and I was picking up something like a wrapper. It was youth swap again. And I was picking up a wrapper, and I couldn't get up. And he was right there laughing at me. And I was like, don't laugh. You could help me. And then, I don't know, we just started talking. And then after that, I remember going home on the bus and getting like really sleepy. I put my head down on his shoulder, and then he wrapped, because I was sitting next to him, and then he wrapped his arm and he was holding my belly. And I just felt like, I'm not even gonna cap, I felt so contented, like at peace. And yeah, after that, he texted me. He was like, do you still have feelings for me? And I'm being honest. I told him, no, I don't just have feelings for you, I love you. And then he was like, yeah, I have feelings for you too. And then I was like, hold up, aren't you still with that girl you liked? Aren't you still with her? Aren't you still with her? I'm like, I'm not about to be someone you cheat on with. I'm so sorry. I respect her enough to, like, no, that's not what's gonna happen. So after that, so yeah, that's what happened. And afterwards, he was like, he's not feeling her anymore, he's gonna break up with her, blah blah blah. And I spoke to her, and then like I was still talking to her. I felt so fake, yo. That's a fake move. I was two-faced. But yeah, after that, we're gonna fast forward because this video, I don't want it to be so long. After that, we just spoke. We just started talking, and then we got back together. And then I would go to his house to, I think, either to do his mom's hair, or just to go over there for his mom to see the baby, or to drop off like ultrasounds and all that stuff. And actually, he did come to me one time when we weren't even talking. He came to me, we weren't talking, but he came with me to an appointment. And it's, I don't know, if I could find a picture, trust me, it'll be inserted. And we literally look like brothers and sisters. Oh. I'm sorry. No, it was like, no. So back to where I was. I'm sorry, I'm going back and forth. They broke up, and we got together for the sake of Mason, because I didn't want to bring Mason into this world. Like, he was already out of wedlock, but I didn't want him to be in the world where his parents weren't talking, or we weren't like communicating or whatever. So we started talking, and we've been together ever since then. I'm not gonna lie, we had ups and downs, but yeah, we've been together ever since then. And after pregnancy, y'all, after the whole pregnancy, labor, I felt so bad. And yeah, if you want to know about his side and what really happened for him, you can go check out his video. There will be in the link in the description below, so check that out. And afterwards, not go cap with y'all, Matthew was there. It's like he was trying to make up for the lost time that he missed during my pregnancy and my recovery. Heck yeah, he was so supportive. Like, damn, why am I trying to cry today? No tears. Stay away. Stay away. He was really supportive. He was there. And I can really applaud him for that, because recovery was hard for me and he was there. So yeah, that is what happened. We're still going strong. We did have some ups and downs in our relationship for the past 3 years. 3 years. For the past 3 years, we did have some ups and downs. But we're going strong. We're doing this for both Mason and ourselves. And we're putting God into it now, fully. Before we were trying to, but it never fully worked out because we weren't fully committed. But now, heck yeah, we're doing it. Because we see we need him and only he can help. And that is what actually happened on my side. Like, this is me, my feelings, how I saw it, my perspective. You know, everyone has different perspectives. So that's what happened. Unbiased. This is all unbiased. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you guys. And I really made this video because I think a lot of teens think that it's so easy. Like boys, like, y'all need to understand, they change their mind a lot. They go through life. My mom is teaching me a lot of stuff, y'all. And just be careful. And not everyone's like Matthew that'll come back. Or not everyone's like me that'll argue a lot. 9, 10. Yay! Okay, guys, so I'm out. I love you guys. Bye! Did you guys have fun watching us? I hope you did. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. I hope we made you laugh at least. This is my dad. Say hi, Dad.
Peace out.
Peace out. Without further ado, I'm out.